The Atlanta Vampire Alliance. Atlanta is a city that never truly sleeps. Beneath its skyline of glass towers and neon lights, shadows gather in forgotten corners. Abandoned warehouses, dim basements, private clubs hidden behind unmarked doors. It was in those places late at night that whispers began to spread of a group calling themselves the Atlanta Vampire Alliance. Unlike the folklore of Europe, these were not creatures rising from coffins or dissolving into mist. These were men and women who looked ordinary by day, baristas, accountants, artists, students. But by night they claimed another truth. They were vampires. Hundreds of them scattered across the United States. But in Atlanta the community was strong. They met under strict secrecy, gathering in candlelit rooms where curtains were drawn tight. Some wore black, others dressed plainly, blending in with the world outside. Each had their reasons for being there. Some fed from willing donors, pricking the skin carefully, sipping only what was freely given. They spoke of it not as violence but as necessity, describing the rush of vitality that came with warm blood on their tongue. Others swore their sustenance came not from flesh at all but from energy, the life force that radiated from the living. They claimed to draw it in, invisible but intoxicating, leaving their donors exhausted while they themselves grew stronger. To outsiders it might have seemed like theater, but those who stepped too close to their circle often left changed. One story told among locals is of a college student, curious after finding a flyer with cryptic symbols and a meeting date. He followed the instructions and arrived at a nondescript warehouse on the edge of town. Inside, he found a gathering of 30 people, silent, watching him with unblinking intensity. They welcomed him, offered him a drink, not wine, but something thicker, darker, metallic. He took one sip and felt warmth spread through his body, his heart pounding faster than it ever had before. Around him, the group began to chant, low and rhythmic, the sound vibrating in his bones. By the time he stumbled out into the night, he swore he could feel something tugging at him, something that wasn't his anymore. The Alliance denies harming anyone. They insist their feeding is consensual, their rituals safe, their purpose misunderstood. Yet stories keep surfacing. People who attend a meeting and vanish, donors who grow weaker over time, shadows that seem to linger near certain alleyways long after midnight. The most unsettling part is that the Alliance doesn't hide its existence. They publish writings, give careful interviews, speak of their community. They insist they are real, that they walk among us every day, hidden in plain sight. And if you were to stroll through Atlanta tonight, past the quiet streets and shuttered clubs, you might not notice them at all. Just a stranger at a bus stop, a woman in line at the grocery store, a man sitting across from you on the train. They look ordinary until you meet their eyes. And then, you know,